Hello, everybody. It is time once again for everybody's favorite game, Who Wrote That Shopping List? You know how it goes by now. I'm Chris. I find shopping lists. We try and figure out who wrote them by making gross, wild assumptions. You ready to do this? Let's do it.
Okay, let's take a look at this one. It looks, starting out, it's a very basic, I'm not really up on my measurements, 3x5, just index card size. So you see as compared to a hand there, it's not super big. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. Small list, but there's a lot on here, so let's see what we got. We're going to start up, and I'm going to group just these together, except for the sugar. Sugar. We're going to lump the rest of them in because multi-elderberry, D3, C, B complex, E, obviously vitamins. We know that. White oak, though, I've never heard of white oak as a vitamin of any kind. So I'm going to have to look that up and see if white oak is, in fact, a vitamin. I take a multivitamin, so, good for that, I guess, for me. But I think everybody should be taking a multivitamin if you don't. Elderberry, I know I've seen elderberry around, but I don't really know what it does. I think, B complex, if you're not taking a multivitamin, take a B12. You'll feel really, really good. D3, C, of course. I don't know what vitamin E. I'm sure if I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what that is. But off the top of my head, I don't really know what vitamin E is supposed to do for you, what kind of benefits vitamin E has. It's a vitamin, so I'm assuming it has benefits. But so we have our vitamin section here. A lot of good vitamins here, so good on them for being healthy. And then underneath that, we got some toothpaste. No brand, no kind or anything like that. But I guess, if you have a toothpaste, you know it, you like it. I know I do. I got a toothpaste that I use. So, you don't need to write down the brand or the type for anything. They're all whitening now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's not much variety when it comes to toothpaste. Can somebody please explain to me what hoisin sauce is? I've never heard of that. I fancy myself as a sauce connoisseur. I know a lot of sauces, but I've never heard of hoisin sauce. So if you know what that is, maybe it's something awesome that I'm missing out on, and I would really, really like to know. So if you know what hoisin sauce is, please tell me, because I might want it. And something else that I really like, rice, and they're getting some jasmine rice. I don't have a lot of jasmine rice. I'm more of a minute rice kind of guy because that's about the attention span that I have for making rice. When I was a kid, I made, and I say kid, I was like 16. I made rice-a-roni, and I messed it up real bad. Like I burnt the living hell out of it. And so I vowed that day to never, ever again try making rice-a-roni, and I never have since then. By myself. So maybe one day I need to try because I feel like it's pretty idiot proof, but I proved that wrong. So rice-a-roni don't do. Jasmine rice don't do a whole lot, but this person, jasmine rice, they like it. The question I have for this one, pink salt, what's the difference between all the different salts, like the table salt versus pink salt versus all of that, and what kind of benefits am I missing out on by not having pink salt? Because if it gives me some kind of health benefit, I will definitely start buying pink salt. I don't know. Underneath that, we got Crisco. They didn't pick it up, which is a shame because Crisco is delicious when added to the right recipe. Gosh, that makes it sound like I just eat it out of the can, but I don't, I promise. So that's it for this side. Can see a whole lot over here. We got this open area right here. I'm not quite sure what they were doing. They left a whole lot of open space, but we're going to get to that. But first we have this section way up here. We're going right up cheddar bites, cheddar something, cheddar brats, cheddar brates, cheddar something to go with lunch meat. We've been on lunch meat before. Honey ham, that's where it's at. I feel like now we're at the point where we're kind of, to go with the next one, saltines, we're kind of seeing a bunch repeats. So there's some staples that a lot of people have, lunch meat, saltines, stuff like that. It also makes me think, as I do these, that's kind of the problem, like with that pink salt or the jasmine rice or stuff like that, where I'm like, it really makes me take stock of what I put on my shopping list and makes me think, hey, maybe I need to start having that. Maybe I need to start eating that. I don't know. So it's kind of influencing how I eat or the things that I might want. So I need to stop that. Underneath that, after my own heart, tater tots. We love some tater tots. This is a pro tater tot house to go along with hash browns, which makes me sad that they didn't cross them off the list, which means that I don't think they got them. Because we love those. Pro potato house for sure. And then of course crescent rolls, can't go wrong with a good crescent roll. Obviously a lot of baking, a lot of eating at home for this person. Starting in the next column, bagels. Love a good bagel. Cinnamon raisin bagel, I think I've talked about that before. E-muffs, which I don't think are earmuffs, I think those are English muffins. So they put some English muffin. Bread fan, which I like. I like their bread fan. And cheese to go with it. So maybe they put the cheese with the lunch meat on a bagel. I don't know. Maybe they have bagel sandwiches. I don't know. And then generic soups. This person feels like a vegetable soup kind of person, I think. I'm going to make the gross assumption, because that's what this show is all about, that they are a vegetable soup eater. And then chili. Haven't had chili in a while. I like real basic chili. I mean, it's just ground beef and tomato sauce with some spices and stuff in there. Not a fan of beans in chili. I'm not really big on many beans. Lima beans, yeah. Green beans, yeah. But that's kind of about where my love of beans goes away. Tomatoes. Looks like they want paste, and I think that's supposed to be diced, not die. They don't want the tomatoes to die. I like me some tomatoes. Put them on your sandwiches, put them on your lunch meat with your cheese and some tater tots. I don't know. And then we have, because there's nothing else on here, we got this blank space, but we have what I am lovingly referring to as the meat corner. We're going down here with the meat, chicken, hamburger, bacon, which is a tremendous selection of meats. You can't really go wrong with all of those. Those are all great, and they're all great together. So looking at it together, looking at this whole list completely all the way, you see very organized. I don't understand the bunching. I don't understand the how they've organized everything, because it's not like, stuff is like grocery stuff is on one side and general merchandise stuff is on the other and other stuff is on the other and stuff. It's all kind of mishmashed. I get like the meat is together, but like bagels, English muffins, and cheese and soups are together, so I don't really know about that. Still have no idea what hoisin sauce is. But so we take all this, we look at it. Now's your chance to get your notes, looking at the penmanship and all of that as you make your guess, because it's time to take all of this information and roll it into our final guess.
All right, so this one is, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Obviously a very health conscious person with their wanting fresh meats and cheeses and all their vitamins. So it is obviously a very health conscious person, probably very active. I'm guessing. I'm going to make just a gross assumption that they're either a runner or they go to the gym. But they also really like tater tots. So, I like them. I like this person. Great handwriting, great penmanship. I think it's a woman, maybe buying for a family or several people with that many vitamins, unless you just really need that many vitamins. but I feel like this is probably a shop for more than one person, but this is the official family shopper, so I'm guessing that it is a health conscious mom who is trying to get a bunch of healthy food and snacks and stuff for the entire family. So if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, what stands out to you in this list, put it in the comments. Of course, give it a like if you like what we're doing here. Comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you never miss who wrote that shopping list, or a sit down stand up, or anything else that we got going on coming up. So until next time, keep your shopping list close, or I'm going to find them and again make gross, wild assumptions and accusations about you.